Let me tell you a story that my babushka told me when I was but a small child. It happened in Shedden, a town not far from here, surrounded by wheat fields and pine trees. In that town lived Vasilisa, a young girl orphaned since early childhood. She was chosen to be brought up to be a Zanatka. That's what we call sorceresses around here. Zanatkas can do many things, but one of their main abilities is to speak directly to spirits and battle them if they must. Soon enough, Vasilisa fell in love with a man. The life of a Zanatka leaves no room for a peaceful marriage, and so Vasilisa decided to throw away her teachings, something that she would later come to regret. Soon, a terrible thing happened. The man killed himself before he and Vasilisa could be married, and no one knew the reason. Those who take their own lives are doomed to an eternity in hell, a truth Vasilisa could not accept. Her teacher, old Egor, gave her the legendary artifact, the Black Book. It is said that the book will grant a worthy wielder any wish. But will it be able to bring him back? Asked Vasilisa. Yes, if you open all 7 of its seals, Egor replied. And so, Vasilisa and Egor set out to find a way to unlock the seals and bring Vasilisa's beloved back to life. That is how their story begins.
Okay, hopefully the things will work fine this time. Your eyes are not betraying you. This is my 3rd time trying to make this video. And I'm getting sick of repeating everything all over again. Quickly, because we don't have much time, I will be playing through the first act only, in order for us to win whatever amount of time we can win. Greetings and salutations everybody, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Play the Project. I am your host, Invisible, from Invisible's Gaming channel, striking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon, and this is the project Let's Play Black Book. Black Book is Black Book is an RPG adventure indie strategy atmospheric game. This game takes place in Russia, where all the sorcery and witchcraft and mythology are real. And you will play as Vasilisa, the new witch apprentice. Before we start, I would like to pray and thank everyone. Peace be upon you all, my subscribers and commentators, fans, followers and friends, everyone from the Beasts of the Altered Empire, and everyone from the Free to Friends Discord server. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Lux Bear, Marcus, Nitro Crash 31, Mark Icy, Rogue Agent Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Slagarda Crawl 85, Afro and Muscle Gaming Mobile Syphilis. For this let's play, we will be playing the game offline without necessarily needing the Steam client here. For that, it simply means I'll have to launch the game from an offline folder. So give me a moment, please. Give it some time to launch. First time I tried to play this game, I had too much white noise in the background. It was completely cursed. How do you know your stream is cursed from the very moment it starts? Your coffee spills on your table. The air into your eyes is filled with dust, and everywhere is pure white noise, background noise. So, my first ever stream was a disaster. Second take, I thought it was much better, and I got myself quite a lot of progress. Yet for some reason, from all the 3 hours and a half I got, only 7 seconds were actually recorded and rendered. YouTube is such a sadistic site. Tell me please, yes, I am recording the sound. I am recording the gameplay. Yeah, it has been by now 9 minutes. And according to OBS, it has been indeed 9 minutes. I can no longer trust this website. Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with the writings on both sides, and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll?" But no one in heaven, or on earth, or under the earth could open the scroll to even look inside. Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verses 1 to 3. Since this will be again just repeating the same stuff, game, we have none of these settings. Expand target selection, add new words to the storage to bypass the deck. Keyboard hands, turn off gamepad auto detection. I'm playing using the mouse and keyboard. By the way, this game is a point and click adventure with lots of sorcery, simulation, and a very rich story. Sort cards in the Durack by suit. We will reach this later. Difficulty, Zanatka. Normal difficulty balanced for the first playthrough. Suit, default. Speed. Fixed speed, 85%. What did he see but his master just sitting there, crying bitterly, just then a trapdoor? Yeah. I bet this is just for testing. Animation speed is 1.5. Language setting is Russian, English, whatever the setting is. Maybe Japanese, maybe something else, I'm not really sure. Voice language could be English, could be off, could be Russian. That's it. Graphic settings, because I don't want my laptop to burn, I simply put it in general quality, medium. Go back. Last time OBS began to disconnect. Most likely I'm going to quickly change my internet channels because the one I am at right now always makes for me lots of problems. I'm not sure whether or not it will work this time. Are we still recording, YouTube? Are you still so far rendering all of this? Are you sure that it has been 11 minutes? 12 minutes and no dropped frames. Okay. Let's play. By the way, I will explain everything later. New game. Apprentice, Zanatka, Koldunia, Nightmare. These are the difficulties of the game. Apprentice obviously is easy. For those who wish to experience the story without much difficulty in battles, enemy damage minus 50%, enemy health minus 50%, enemy healing effects minus 50%, enemy defense minus 50%, enemy status minus 50%, battle skip is possible. I'm going for the Zanatka because it is the normal difficulty. We also have the Koldunia, which makes it a little bit harder. Then the Lunacy, only for degenerates and sadistic maniacs. The hardest possible difficulty. I will not even bother reading this. Zanatka, it is.
Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do. I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard, which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Yegor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
Game developed by Mortishka. Sheridan used Governorate 1879.
I slept poorly last night. I've been waiting, hoping for you to return. But you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed? Relatives, and from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to. Enough. I don't believe you would do this to yourself. It'll all be well. All will be well. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long.
This is our heroine, Vasilisa. Greetings for you.
They didn't bury him in the holy ground. I need to go to the crossroads. The pine needles are golden with the sun already.
Okay. So as you can see, this is a point-and-click adventure. Just point at the places of interest. An hourglass ship will come out, and the model of Vasilisa would move on. Here. Can you come here, please? I'd like to take a look at you, Vasilisa. Yeah, she seems like a very normal maiden. A very ordinary one. I didn't think she would actually blink. Anyway, let's move it. Herb. Adam's head. Adam's head heals minor wounds, a useful thing on a journey. Replenishes 5 hit points. This game is going to teach you lots of knowledge about the Russian superstition, mythology, and sorcery.
He guards Vilgard, it seems.
Pricklious herb. Witch doctors know ways to protect people from all kinds of curses with this herb. 5 shields.
I have to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the village. Spring is so hot this year.
Let's get moving. It's about time you become a witch. Prologue, initiation of a Khaldun.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
Odigor. Odigor raised you from childhood after your parents died. He has taught you the basics of witchcraft. Look around.
Cherding, 16 miles. Selikamsk, 102 miles. Nirop, 21 miles.
Yeah, her accent is Russian, alright. Not that I have any experience with Russian accents anyway. Adam's it again. Very good.
The crosses look old. It seems people were buried here quite some time ago.
Okay. Good to know.
Where have you been? It will be midnight soon. Go over there, by that milepost. Everything you need for the ritual you'll find over there. Take the candles, we'll light them and draw a circle.
Okay. Let's go. Get the candles. Candles. All the unenchanted candles from Old Igor's hut. With their help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits. Applies the 3 shields on the first turn. This is, by the way, in a way, a card game. So just be careful with it.
Well done, Vasilisa. Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
Draw the circle.
I've made a circle. Is it all right, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
You think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend. Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge. Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it.
So this is the black book. Lots of runes around it. Wow. Click.
Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later. Now speak the words I taught you.
Yeah, we are adamant about this. She has to get her wish and get her lover back.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it, and I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat. For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life. To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Zagavar.
Zagavar is what in Russian means a spell. Welcome to your first battle. Each battle consists of turns. You and your enemy take turns, but you always get to go first. You win when you destroy all your enemies before you, reducing their health to 0. This is the Black Book. It contains all of your Zagavars, all your spells. Try using the page Urazea. Press the end turn button to recite your Zagavar as your spell. The pages you had the previous turn have changed. The book alters the pages each turn. Enemy attacks can be blocked with the defense shield icon. Defense shields you from damage, but disappears on your next turn. Recite the page Avdila, which has the defense effect shield.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Zagavar.
Draw up a complete spell. You may combine several pages into a Zagavar. You can currently recite a maximum of 3 pages, as indicated by the empty slots at the top of the screen. The Zagavar consists of order and keys. You can currently recite a Zagavar, consisting of 2 orders and 1 key. You can see the type of a page, order or key in its upper corner. Yeah. So now, let's do something. Give me Kaha for defense. Orazi. And another Orazi.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
The Black Book helps you predict your enemy's action. Study the enemy's intent carefully to upset their plans. Currently, the intent is bite against Vasilisa. One attack. So, Kaha. Scorch it. Advila.
Take that, you monkey hellhound! Well, now, Vasya, answer this maw. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Well, safe travels.
Gates of Hell. Currently, we are in the middle of a protection circle. Are we still recording, please? Looks like we are still recording, yes. Black Rift.
Is that you, Vasilisa?
Eyes of fire and has very big horns. Weird.
I should congratulate you. For the first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
The wish.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon. Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
Seals.
How do I open the seals?
Oh, can't figure it out by yourself, girl? I'm disappointed in you.
We just began now. Who are you?
What sort of devil are you?
How rude this is. I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Khaldun is a Russian word also, means a sorcerer.
We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
Leave.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose? I made you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
Okay, usually in games like Megaten, Shin Megami Tensei, I'd say I'd like as many as possible. but our goal is exclusively to get her lover back. So I think I'll get only one. I don't need more than one.
Surely I will only need one at most.
We do not assign fewer than 3 imps, Vasilisa.
The 3 it is.
I'll pick out the best among Yegor's old imps for you.
Thank you, whoever you are.
Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the seals.
Black Book. Prologue for the 3rd time.
What? What? Well, are you awake? The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the devil's domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago.
Again, sorry about the background disgusting white noise. I have no control over it. You better be recording, buddy, okay? You better be recording. Literally this time. I'm not taking a sorry or a no for an answer.
Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the 2nd seal, the Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit. Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Susetkes are a house spirit or a hobgoblin lives under the hearth or in the golbits, sir.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
The devil?
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil who gave me my charts.
Shorts. A demon or devil who can serve as a Koldun's familiar. Basically a sorcerer's familiar.
I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already. It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
Let's go to work.
I got it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help.
40 days, the 40th day. In Eastern Orthodoxy, a traditional memorial service held on the 40th day after the death of the departed, after which his or her soul leaves this world. Meaning, according to the Orthodoxy of the Russian, the soul of the deceased remains on Earth with us, roaming around for 40 days, which means 1 month and 10 days. If a month is a 30-day length, and then it leaves the world of the living. Basically, Vasilisa has only 1 month to get back her beloved betrothed.
God bless.
God bless. Okay, let's explore a little bit throughout the home, the house, before we go anywhere. I'd like to inform you that I have already uploaded the prologue long ago by now, and the official game has many great developments and updates.
There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace.
Yeah, whenever you press on anything, Vasilisa will explain it for you instead of you having to read everything your own.
Galbets and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Golbets, we said again, it's a golbet is a gravestone in the shape of an isba, or a hut with a schematic roof. This word also refers to the cellar of an isba. What's an isba? A traditional Russian countryside dwelling. We are in Russia in 1879. The domovoi is a house spirit. Basically a guardian of some sort. We have here a little picture painting of some people in an isba, their dwelling. We have here some this thing area, the red corner, some candles and moon with something in it as well. Anything else that's worth clicking on? Yeah.
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
So they used to bury people under the stove. That's how the house's spirit became a real thing. Let's first check out with old Igor, our guardian.
So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
About old Igor.
So how did you become a Khaldun, Grandfather?
I was born in Vilgard, the 6th son of my father, Yevlan Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though.
Vilgard, a large village in Sheridan district, where you were born and raised by old Igor. Vilgard means a new village in the Komi Permian language. So we belong to the Komi Permian in Russia.
When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money.
True.
But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a 7th brother was born. Timofey, he was called. He was a good lad. He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them.
Shorts again are the familiars.
It's knowledge that gives us strength. for we harness their own power against them with its shorts under our control. One day I was looking after Timothy. We were playing with the other children, but I lost my patience with the boy. I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshi.
Lishi, also known as Virusa, Vorsa, a common word. Spirits who are the masters of the forests, and sometimes fields and meadows. They control the weather and also animals and evil spirits who inhabit their domain. Hunters and shepherds have to come to an agreement with the Lishis and offer them gifts and bargains. Okay?
So the Leshi carried him away. We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard. So I decided to become a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
Sure. Evil spirits.
How can I recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil, and now you'll see everything for what it is. The only thing is, the darkness will see you too. Demons and spirits will track you down, and as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll feel their eyes upon you as well. Be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
Isba.
How is our Isba built?
How is our traditional Prussian country dwelling built?
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now. But I don't remember who built it. My grandfather, I suppose.
Time to go.
No, I have to go, grandfather. We'll talk later.
Okay, let's check our black book. On this screen, you can change the page composition of the black book. On the right side, you can see the current page composition of the black book. We have 1 Varahil, 2 Scorched, 3 Avdla, 3 Oraze, 4 Ordals. Keys, we have 1 Igla, 1 Kuda, and 2 Kaha. I think, yeah. These are all keys because bees usually have a line that is close to them. Wait a minute. This is keys, orders. Is this supposed to be Red Baha, Ruda? Because K is not. Or R. Is this an R? Raha, Ruda. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But if this is the K like this should be Ruda, Raha, Uraze, Adula. Wow. This kind of writing is very hard to read. On the right side, you can see the current page composition of the black book. On the left side are pages available to you, but not in the current black book composition. So here we can buy some more pages in exchange for rubles, money. You can categorize pages with a special filter right here. You might receive pages that are currently unavailable as battle or task rewards. You can alter the page composition of the book to craft new pages. You need rubles. The Black Book volumes has to stay within the limit of the maximum and the minimum number of pages. You may also save 3 different sets of pages and change them as needed. In this in time, you will uncover even more Black Book pages, which are sealed away at the present. You can change the composition of the Black Book at any time except during combat. At the moment, we can get Scorched. The West effect means deals 3 attack damage per turn and ignores the defensive shield. Ruda, attack. Uraze, attack. Kila, well-versed. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color in the Zagavor. We have Varahil, Bliss. Increases your attack power of each page for 2. We have Igla, well-versed. The page amplifies the effect by 1 for every other page of the same color. We have Advila, and we have Rabba. That's it for now. We have here the rubles. Get rubles by discovering them on your journey or doing peasants bidding. In exchange for rubles, you can buy new items and pages and herbs. Basically, this is your money. Sins. Display the amount of bad deeds you have done on your journey. There is a number of people that love so much to play with 0 sins, but according to the developer's own words on the website and in the guides, it should be very possible for you to get the best possible ending as long as you have lesser than 100 sins. The game here has 4 endings. 1 sad, 1 evil, 1 neutral, and 1 good. We have also the health. Death awaits behind the 0 health threshold. Now, why did I like this game very much? The answer is very simple, honestly. Because of the amount of the mythology, lore, and storytelling it has for us. At the moment, we have the Black Book. We can go for the map. I'll go first at the items. We have got here our candles for 3 defensive shields in the start of every battle. This is the Shadow of Vasilisa, and we have here the Black Book. Still locked. Unlock new abilities to equip more items. We have here the items, and we have here the consumables, the herbs. We have currently Adam's Head that gives us 5 hit points extra, and we have Pricklish Herb gives us 5 defensive shields. Now up to the Onomasticon. Okay, so you're a witch now. Congratulations, Vasilisa. You were given the power of the devil to use magic. Now, since you're a witch, you are supposed to be a knower. A knower means you are a fortune teller, someone who knows lots of things more than a normal human being. So, you will need to read a lot, you will need to study a lot, and you will need to expand your knowledge as much as possible. This is not a joke. This game is so much story rich and heavy, so you'll need to read a lot. We have 2 tabs. Balishkas. Balishkas are short stories of encounters with evil spirits which took place in real life. Explore the game to learn a new Balishka. The second one is the encyclopedia. From the encyclopedia, you can learn more about Russian mythology and history. You can unlock new entries by exploring the game. This is why I love this kind of games. Very heavy on story, very rich in mythology and fantasy elements. Let's start quickly reading these before we take too much time by now. First one we will read is Balishka, the short story, The Mill That Stood Still. We need to study this to understand what would be the reason for it. A man from Vyatka who once lived in our village. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a shishiga. I don't know what the shishiga is. Or else she would prevent the mill's mechanisms from turning. As an offering, he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. On one occasion, he forgot and offered nothing. Sure enough, the windmill ground to a halt. When the man went to investigate inside the mill, there was the shishiga sitting on the grinder, threatening him with her finger outstretched. She suddenly vanished. The miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadows in the corners of the mill at midnight. At midnight, the windmill started to turn again. The shishiga stopped causing mischief. So devils usually and demons appear at midnight or at night. Khaldun initiation 1 out of 2. It isn't easy being a Khaldun, meaning a sorcerer or a sorceress. Becoming one is a terrifying experience. People tell a lot of stories. One in particular comes to mind. A man decided to punish his neighbor for changing the boundaries of his field to a neighboring one. He went to a Khaldun and asked, "Give me a short with which to curse my neighbor." A short is a familiar or an imp. The Khaldun replied, "It's not as simple as that. Do as I say and you will have your short." He then told him they would need to go to Albania at midnight. So the man gathered his courage and took along his rifle and his cross. Oh, it is scary at the Banya. He loaded his gun with his cross and shot at the hearth. A fiery dog emerged and opened its maw. The only option was to climb inside, and even though his instincts told him to, he stopped himself from making the sign of the cross. He recalled at the last moment that if he had did so, he would have lost his hand. You're entering demonic domain. Don't be stupid. Khaldun initiation 2. He climbed down into the hearth. Of course. What would you have done? As soon as he entered the moor, he saw fidgety little people sitting behind the table. "I want one small short with which I can curse my neighbor." The imps replied matter-of-factly, "We come in no fewer than 3. The man awoke in the banya with 3 shorts. "Father, give us work, we want to eat." He gave them a cat to curse and some other small tasks. More and more shorts appeared. He tried to keep up with the demands of the shorts, but he soon grew exhausted in the mind and body. In the end, the shorts took to entertain themselves with the villagers until all of the inhabitants were cursed. So in the end he died, and so all his demonic familiars cursed everyone. Let's go to the encyclopedia. Sheridan used was located in the northern part of Perm-Goburnia. Finno-Ugric beliefs were closely interwoven with those of Christianity, creating a unique cultural blend. The first trade route from Europe to Asia passed through Sheridan, transforming every river, creek, mountain, and hill into part of the European and Asian history. Izba. The Izba is a traditional Russian countryside dwelling. They are commonly found in forests, forest steppes, and on the banks of rivers. Usually, Izbas are built from conifers. On forest steppes, Izbas are sometimes built from birches. Even though this type of tree is rarely used in the construction, the interior of an Izba is laid out according to a tradition. Coins and other offerings to the guardian spirit of the house are placed on the shelf in the red corner. By tradition, the hearth was always placed diagonally to the red corner. Khaldun initiation. You better be recording, YouTube. Almost an hour. So far so good. As I said, as a starter, we will only be going through the first step only. Khaldun initiation. As in sorcerer or sorceress initiation. As in any neophyte initiation. As a new witch or a new wizard. The sorcerer called Khaldun has to pass through the maw of a beast at the crossroads, a banya, or whatever may constitute a boundary space. Most often, the initiation took place at a banya, and that is why the beast is often represented by a fiery dog. In different cultural traditions, the neophyte has to pass through the maw of the totemic ancestor. Interestingly, in the Sheridan region, the tradition has been partially preserved in the geographic zone where Russian people interact closely with the Komi people. Khalduns have to pass through the maw of the white swan, capercaillie, pike, lizard, or bear. All of these are totemic ancestors of the Komi Permians, and we Permians, and we can see the evidence of this traditional bronze plaque and amulet. Crossroads. Crossroads are one of the key points of travel between the world of the living and the depths of the underworld. It is a place that exists as a boundary between worlds. That is why heroes of fairy tales often step at the crossroads. They must choose their path. However, any path they choose leads to the world of unliving, the so-called Tridiviatuo Zardzvo, the faraway kingdom. It is here that they must battle the serpent, or Koshi, who embodies the undead, as well as overcome their other difficult challenges. Now we have learned some information about the Russian mythology. Knowledge. Knowledge is basically your skill tree. In this we have 4 tabs. Every one of them specifies in a certain path of learning. Currently our level is 1. Our knowledge is 0. Experience. Vanquish evil spirits to increase your dark knowledge and unlock new skills. This is the Illuminati sign, is the skill points. This is what we will be using to get new skills. Divinity. Number of shorts in Vasilis's service. Each idle shorts torments its Khaldun master. We have here orders. Maximum number of orders in your Zagavar. Keys. Maximum number of keys in your Zagavar. Order pages. Number of order pages available for reading each turn. 4. Key pages. Number of key pages available for reading each turn. We need to increase the numbers here very quickly. As for the knowledge skills, the black speech. We have here level 5, knowledge of orders. Increase number of orders in your Zagavar by 1. On level 19, these skills will auto-level by certain level. Increase the number of keys in your Zagavar by 1. We have here Fierce Words, deals 1 additional damage. Level 10, Fierce Words 2, pages deal 1 more damage. Fierce Words 3, pages deal 1 more damage, which means 3 plus. Dark Eloquence. Black well-versed mages increase their effect by 1. You have then Help of Saints 1, 2, and 3. All of them will increase your defensive shield by 1. Then you have White Eloquent. White Versed pages increase their effects by 1. Basically, this is all for the sake of attacking. Durak 1. Who does the trick allowing them to change one card to a trump card. This will be met in time. Durak is a traditional Russian card game that we will be seeing later on. This is the knowledge ability. So this is how you write the key. Okay. You have here the big bag. Number of active slots for items is increased by 1, by 2, by 3. You have here trade 1. Shop prices are reduced by 10%, up to another 10%, 20%. You have here sleight of hand. Increases the number of items that can be used per turn by 1, 2, or 3. Heresy. Visiting peasants brings to you 10 more rubles in gifts, or you can get 15 more rubles in gifts. Next up, you have the book handling. Orders. Draw an additional order page each turn, up to 2 order pages by turn. Same goes for the keys. You have then here Viaz. Page creation costs is reduced by 20%, then it's reduced by 40%. You have here Understanding of Unholy. Choose from 4 pages after the battle. Instead of number 1. Encyclopedia. Opening a tool tip does not reduce the experience reward for correct knowledgeability answers. This is a must. We need it. You will understand with time. Finally, Demonology. Demon Gate. Shorts brings 5 rubles more on the job completion, or they will give you 10 more. X. Trick. You can send 1 short on a meaningless job. You can send 2 shorts on a meaningless job. This is essential from the start if you wish to get a good ending. Finally, the final tree of skills. Demonology. Shorts specialize and job types are visible. Very good to know. You have here confused directives. Shorts. Chances of your short completing the job well is reduced by 50%. Reduces the sins that your short brings with you with the job completion by 5. 1 is the minimum. Or accurate directives. Chances of your short completing the job will increase by 50%. Skill shorts. Increases the sins that your shorts brings with you the job completion by 5. The last one is hellish herbalism. The chance of your shorts bringing back a herb from his job is increased by 66%. That's it. Now, let's quickly save the game. Go back. Return to game. Let's see this visitor. 1.
Oh, God bless Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna.
God bless.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out. I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds.
Why are you working in the night?
Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives. You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations?
Peasants, spirits, and fiends will all seek your advice and help in affairs of witchery. After all, you are a knower, someone who has lots of knowledge. If you answer a knowledge ability question correctly, you will receive an experience reward. represented in the wisdom tooth icon. Sometimes your answers will influence the in-game events. To recognize the correct answer, you will have to carefully study the surroundings and the onomasticon, which you can open at any moment from your menu. You can also receive a hint by pressing your knowledge button. However, you will get only half of the experience. It's a demon.
Why do you work at night? Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you.
Of course, because a sorcerer job is hard and very difficult. Are we still recording? Looks like we are still recording. Yeah. Good. Sorry, but I'm no longer have faith in YouTube catching my Let's Play because it already had ruined my work 2 times. This is the 3rd one.
All right, Vasha. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
New task.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshi, but this miller has some chort. Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill. And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an Adam's Head. It will heal you up if anything goes sideways.
Thank you.
Time for you to be on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
Windmill.
Where do I find this windmill?
Don't you remember the one to the north of Vilgord? The devil haunts that place at night, people say. Go there and be back home by sunrise. We have much to do.
Adam's Head.
How do I use the herbs anyway?
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to close up your wounds.
Time to go.
Got it, grandfather. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Wait. One more thing. I've sent a chort to Kusheva village.
Okay.
He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
Okay.
All right, Grandpa.
God bless. You are now on your travel map. Every night it will display different locations. You may go on your way only after you speak to all your visitors. You can visit any available location. However, your health recovers only after you accomplish your task and return to the Isba. Your goal: visit your main task location. However, you can't reach it without visiting all the other locations along the way. The game autosaves each time the location changes. You can also save your progress manually, in which case the game will save as soon as you enter a new location. You can open the map by clicking on the present location. We wish you the best of luck exploring the northern lands of Sheridan used. Okay, we have 1 Balishka, 3 encyclopedia entries. Visit the Koshiva village and deal with the miller. In this game, you can be one of 2 types of witches. Sorceress, Koldun. 1, the type that takes money for cursing stuff and people, or you avoid doing such a thing. Don't forget, our main goal is to get Vasilis's lover back to life. Let's go first to the side mission. This is Mogilevsky's mansion. Not far from Kamgort, a rich peasant named Mogilevsky built this mansion. Set off.
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Sorry, I keep dragging my mouse too hard. My hand is a little bit sweaty.
Master, wait! I have business with you.
What do you want?
Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts. So curse her a bit, will you? Here's a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
Is this a joke? I am not a cursing witch.
I'm not that kind of witch. Just so you know, I don't just go firing off curses left and right.
Next. To the Kushiva village. A small village to the west of Kulva. I've been there a couple of times with old Igor when healing some cows. This is the place he sent the short for a job. Set off.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
Approach.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight.
Greeting, Axinia.
Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
Is it for them the traditional way to make braids for the hair? Because they look feminine and quite soft. Also, I can see the makeup for her triangles, and for Vasilisa as well triangles. Is this Russian tradition as well? Interesting. But again, these women are looking rather very slim. I prefer them always slim, but some more in the front wouldn't harm anyone.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place.
Let's check our encyclopedia. Ritual behavior. Ritual or behavior reinforced by custom is inseparable from mythology. It is often believed that specific events are a consequence of another. For instance, a peasant suffering misfortune after forgetting to cross himself is preserved as being punished for not observing a ritual. This has resulted in all sorts of popular beliefs. Dishes not locked away at night or crossed become a refuge for evil spirits. A sick child or a changeling needs to be thrown across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits who were lured there by killing a rooster during its construction. After some time, the underlying reason for a ritual becomes forgotten, leaving behind only the ritual itself. Most likely, you forgot to cross the table warden.
And did you make the sign of the cross over the samovar?
Since don't forget at all, these guys, although they are Russian, they are Christians from the Komi Permians.
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
You must do this. And please remember next time.
Every time he must do this.
You're such a great knower, Vasya.
Knower. Someone with a vast amount of knowledge who might as well be a Koldun or a witch.
Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Yeah, sure, I will help you.
Oh, very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
3 rubles.
You come inside the Izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside.
Explore the Izba.
The demons have made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken.
Show me quickly the encyclopedia. Red Corner. The Red Corner is one of the most important and mystical places in an Izba. It is similar in importance to the hearth since it plays a certain role in the home. It is commonly in the right-hand corner of an Izba, across from the door, even in small northern Russian traditions, where a porch is situated in an unusual manner. Most likely ancestral idols were once placed atop of these shrines. Following the arrival of Christianity, it became home to the icon of the saints. The other name for the Red Corner is Bonitsa, which means a God's place, and it always housed a small icon lamp. The head of the family sat in this corner and oversaw holiday feasts. Additionally, before the funeral, the deceased body of the family head was placed on the table with his head below the Red Corner. When entering an Izba, a visitor would make the sign of the cross over himself while looking at the Red Corner, even if there were no icons present. Just some more Christian knowledge. Approach the samovar.
You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room. A demon is here.
Fight! His intention is to attack me with 3 hit points claw. His intention is to samovar sides. This is a defensive shield spell. I need to destroy him first, then destroy the attacker. Okay, now. Raba. Razia. 3, I already have 3, so it will be fine. Scorch it! You've just added a page that contains a stats effect to your Zagavor. Stats effects usually reduce their value each turn. Carefully choose the right moment and right place in a Zagavor for pages with stats effect. Go! Next. Give me another 3, please. Advila. Ruda. Scorched. Go. It's okay. Bless. Increases the attack of each page by 2. Varahal. Advila. Okay, forget Advila. Now. All of them are order. Key. Raba. Razi. Next. Advila. Razi. Grabba. Since we are using the spell Scorch It, he's already gone. Amen, look firm. Okay, what is this? The page remains active for 3 turns and affects other pages. Well versed. Look. Amen. The page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. Increases the defense value by 3. I had many people say choose luck at first. Get 3 rubles, 125 experience.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Aksenia, assures you that from now on every jar in the house will be crossed.
Leave the location. So Aksenia. The J is silent. Okay, old riverbed. At one time, Kolva flowed through here. Now this place is a swamp.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp.
Something is wrong, so Drew quickly draw a circle.
You quickly draw a circle on the soft swamp soil and light the candles. A moment passes, and then another. Finally, a demon appears and lunges at your defensive circle.
Prepare to fight. Because the entire setup was whipped. He will attack me for 4 points. Advila. Look. What is it? So this is what look does. It looks 1 space, so we can have 3 more extras. Advila. What is it? Rubber. Advila. What is it? Well versed, 1+. Okay. Igla. Go. We can regain our hit point back. Advila. Rubber. Scorch it. Scorch it attacked him with 3 hit points. Well versed, firm already in book. Then let's take a firm. The page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. The page effect applies 1 for every other page. Killa is for 4 of them. Lock. I can have some more locks, but What will I use it for? For now, give me the Nava. Or should I just get Kira because I already have one? 3 rubles and 50 experience. We have a side mission here. Save. Just in case. Camgort Woods. Pine Woods to the north of Camgort village. In the autumn, you can find mushrooms upon mushrooms here. Go.
Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient woman dressed in old clothes. It would seem you have come across a beggar.
Greet her.
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins? I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Okay, why not?
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, a healing herb.
Thank you for Adam's head. Move now to Bigishi Forest. There's an old forest near Kulva River by Bigishi village. It has a master, every forest does. Set off.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigishi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle.
None of my business. Good for you all. Leave.
You decide to leave the sacrifice to the Leshi untouched. This is Bigishi's folk business, not yours.
Okay. Just in case, save. Penishirskaya's raven. This raven is famous among Sheridan's herbalists. It's said you can find a lot of good herbs there, only if you are an expert in this, of course. Set off.
While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past, but soon leaves.
Wait for the snake to turn.
Some time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers.
Take it.
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Items. We have 2 brick herbs. I've seen the brick herb once or twice. A door was locked by accident, so a Nowar came to help and opened it with a brick herb. Eliminates enemies' defense shield. Go to Kashivo's Lake. A curved lake on the left bank of Kulva. The Kulva. They say 2 men drowned in it this year. Must be quite an unsafe place at night. I set off.
On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements. Something that gives you shivers.
Attack.
It only takes a single step for the demons to notice you. In a blink of an eye, 2 enemies stand before you.
He will attack me for 4 damage. He will attack me for 2 damage. He is weaker. 2 and 4. 6 damage. Advila. Urazir. Raba. Advila. Urazir. Raba. Kila. Or 4. Barahayal. Lock. It's okay. Igla. Adla. Scorch it. Adla. Look. Scorch it. Abdullah. Razir. Ruda. The effective waste is gone. Kitang. Gishar does not use word slot or Fazagavor. No wonder also the commentary recommended this one. Five rubles and 75 experience points. Save just in case. Are you recording all of this, YouTube? Not bad. So far, 1 hour and a half. Let's go back and continue on with our journey. Near Nizukva village, Nizukva's river. This river flows through Pulud Ridge. Someone in Buksha village told me that the river was formed from tears of blood. Sounds like a tall tale. Set off.
Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere?
Find the owl. Follow the owl.
Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You turn to go back and notice a devil's finger beneath your feet.
Devil's finger. Devils periodically shed their claws so that new ones can grow, sharper and stronger. Their discarded fingers turn to stone and have healing properties, plus 4 hit points. Go here. Gorodzinski Raven. It's said that the Shud lived here, a dangerous and unholy place. The ravens and death traps at night. Falling into one will surely leave you crippled. Seraph.
You meet 2 travelers from Bigishi village who are on their way to the fields. The 3 of you continue on your journey together. Near the mouth of a chasm, one of them jokingly tries to shove you into the pit.
We are at night, and he's jokingly trying to shove me into a pit. This is not a human. Hit the peasant.
You strike the peasant backhanded. As you glare at your 2 traveling companions, they transform into black, shadow-cloaked demons.
Attack. This person needs recitation time to use a spell. So for the next 3 turns, he will not attack me at all. But the attack will be for 15 hit points worth of damage. I must destroy him as soon as possible. This one will attack me for 2 hit points. So for now, my defenses should only focus on defending against the 2 hit points, while this needs to reset for the 15. Meaning, Kila, Oraze, and for the second 1 hit points, Igla. Give me Avdila. Oraze. Look. Advila. Ruda. Oraze. Finish him. Now destroy the other one. Scorch it double. Ruda. Ruba. Key and tongue. Scorched. Ruba. Now I see, I need lots of these things. They can't tongue. For lock firm. I'm not sure what this means. Because we already have stacks of damage. In Father's name, the page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. Increases the defense for 3 turns at the beginning of each round. This one, Periopole, 3 damage to all enemies. Reversed for Kapushka Mandarina. Increases the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1. I'm going for in Father's name. 7 rubles, 175 experience. Save. Next. Shoulds first. The Should probably lived here at one time. As the first name would suggest, old Should bronze plaques aren't hard to find around here. To come across one, however, is a bad omen after all. They weren't made by Christian hands. So unless something is...
You walk around the windmill and approach the Bigishi Forest. The grim silence envelops you. The only sound you hear is of the fir branches, whispering in the morning fog. Suddenly, you see a swarm of chorts flying out of the side of the building, gleefully throwing around pieces of the windmill's wooden machinery.
So you're saying anything that's not made by Christian hands is bad? Attack. We need to clean off these chorts.
You read some Zagavers, and the chorts disperse like a murder of startled crows. Several chorts fly at you, but are stopped abruptly by a quickly drawn protective circle.
Prepare to fight. Two, which means 4 altogether. Okay. What is it? 13. Wait a minute. 13? Let's destroy this one first. Health, okay. 1. 8. 9, 10. Go. Adria. Scorch it. Rubber. Key tank. Advila. Where is it? Dock. Sheila. Scorch it. In Father's name. First, Avoila for 5. Reversed. Babushka si Rafi Musket. Increase the number of keys in the book. Restaurant. Gravia. This one gives me 1 hit point. 5 rubles and 50 experience. Now it's up for us. It's about time we go to the mill and deal with it. The old windmill. The windmill stands at the border of the worlds, between the village and the forest. It is said that the miller is a Khulun himself, but not as strong as old Igor. Set off.
The spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place.
Look around.
It's hard to see anything in the dark gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the darkness. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe, its blade covered with rust.
Take the axe. Devil's finger, and we have also an old axe. This axe might fall apart at any moment, but it should be good for enough for one last strike. Come on here, Vasilisa. Let me go get a check. Yeah, it is recording. Adam's head. Good work.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside using a log. There is a small hole in the wall. The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in Cherdyn Uyezd.
Encyclopedia. Windmills. In Perm, windmills are rarer sights than watermills. This is because it is harder to catch the wind than it is to harness the power of running water. Often windmills were built with a moving groove that was operated with a special lever. The wind could be caught just so that the wind blades could begin moving with the optimal efficiency. The most effective kind of winds was not the strongest wind, but moderate wind. Before the revolution, blades were fitted with special fabric. They were later fitted with plywood. Climb inside.
You try to clamber up, but your misstep leads to a painful fall. Another attempt, and you are safe inside.
Look around.
Some kind of will has been placed here by the miller. The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning.
Something is not right, and I see a pair of eyes.
This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you.
Krinkas. A tall earthen vessel used to hold milk or other dairy products. None of my business. This is their money. Let's go. On. Adam's head. Save.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirgin.
Pirated.
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here, then?
Short.
And I didn't expect to meet a demon speaking the common tongue. I'm an apprentice witch. Who are you?
A demon, you say? Oh, you see, maiden, I'm not a common short. I am known as the 13th brother. I am the guardian over the village, the forest, and the secret hidden garden and its heart. I'm also the guardian of this windmill. All of this is me, the unseen master, at your service.
What kind of name is that? The 13th brother?
It is a name whispered through time and across many lands, until it became my name, that is. I will tell you the story if you want to hear it, of course. There is still time until the dawn.
Okay, tell me.
Well, come on then. Tell me. I'm a scholar of evil spirits and the demons of the world.
It is good to meet a sorceress that doesn't immediately hurl herbs and venomous phrases before engaging in the more sophisticated art of conversation. Very well, so you're interested. A long time ago, I had 12 brothers.
Yeah, he had 12 brothers, which means that their parents were rabbits. 12.
I was the 13th brother, the youngest. At that time, there was a war, and we were enlisted, you might say. I served under the strongest and most capable commander. He kept me alive, and so I became the last of my brothers, the 13th, and the only one remaining. After all those years, fate has brought me here. Why are you here, then?
10 minutes.
Well, what do you want with the windmill then?
Haven't you figured it out? Perhaps I was wrong about you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place.
These things are lured here by sacrifices.
You were summoned by a sacrifice. You've been here since your creation.
Well, you are knowledgeable indeed. Not to mention, I'm bound to this pitiful miller. But I desire a powerful master. Take me as your servant. My sacrifice will attract someone more agreeable. And you will have both your reward from the miller and the reward of my presence.
Okay, why not?
Well, so be it. I could use a short like you, if not just for the conversation.
Wait. Perhaps you are not as strong as you seem. There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother.
Bring it. He attacks for. He's going to use 13 points of defense. So he will waste his first turn. Scorch it, and Urazir. Also Igla. Go. Next, he will attack for 10. 5 2 times. Firm. In Father's name. Adela. And Adela again. He's going now, Demon Seal, attacks seal at random, duration 6. He's going to seal my knowledge. So, what is it? Scorch it. And Babushka Sirafa Mukasha.
So arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Yes, my book will help me.
This can't be.
One moment, please. I need to make sure that we are recording this. It looks like we are recording it. He'll attack for 10. Adela. Kiantang. Roba. First. Yes. Attack now. No, he will add 13 for his defenses. Scorch it. Kila. Raba.
The book. It is a legendary artifact. I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
He will attack for 10. Advila. Advila. Ruda. Next, again with 10 attack. Varhayan. Blishka. And Urazi. It's okay. He's going to attack again for 10. However, I can destroy him now. Advila. Raba. Scorch it. He's gone. Scorched killed him. Salmania removes 2 negative status. 2 hearts. Removes positive stats from the enemy. And 3 enemy for 3. Status Coldune Fiend. Just 1 attack. You gained a level and grow in power. You are now in the skill section of the menu. Here you can unlock new magic abilities. You can visit this section through the menu at any time. With each level, you increase your health and gain knowledge points, which are necessary to unlock new abilities. As you increase your level, more and more demons will join your swarm. Some abilities unlock automatically at the moment of your obtaining a certain level. We have 1. Right away, take this one. Okay, we're done. 20 rubles, 666 experience, and extra 5 hit points.
You take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
Resistance to the status ward. I got now a new Balishka. Return home. Chapter 1, How to Kidnap from Bell.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
So, you took up a new chort. Hope it doesn't backfire. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the Aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
Seal of Asp.
The first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits. So we'll find the Aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it. Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
Other seals.
Can't we open the others right away?
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around a bit and maybe you'll fortune upon the right chort.
Let's get to work.
I see. Time to get to work then. The chorts are back.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for. Everything has a price, especially wishes. If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in your Pested. Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pistieri. In the end, you decide what you do with those chorts of yours.
Gubernia. The major administrative subdivision of Russian Empire.
God help us.
Indeed, God help us. So, stop to understand right now. Some people love so much to be masochistic. Because when you send away your chores, your familiars, you will gain sins from what they will do in your place. People would rather keep the familiars, the chores, on themselves and curse themselves by themselves instead of sending them away. That's why you need quickly to get your hands on the meaningless business, so that you don't get any sins as much as possible. According to the dev, as long as you get lesser than 100 sins, you can get the best possible in the game. Also, gaining sins doesn't mean that you are done for. Your good deeds can overwrite your sins. Let's talk to Igor.
The moment I became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light.
So you killed the Uyezd. Are we still recording? You better be. 2 hours and a few more minutes. Very good.
There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed your own chores are also a giant pain.
About old Igor.
How did you come to be a Khaldun, Grandpa?
Well, told you the other day about the demon stealing Timothy. That's the reason for it. Fighting the pointy-tailed. I heard once that shepherds are no worse. So I became a shepherd boy, helped Prokopy, the holy fool. I shouldn't mention him at night. Knew his way around the forest, that one, and how to find lost cattle. So I studied under him. Anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell you later how I received my knowledge. It's not like I got it from him anyway. Had to bust my butt. In any case, see how I managed to teach you. Appreciate that.
Prokopy.
I do, Grandpa. What kind of man was he, that Prokopy?
Prokopy.
Not a kind man at all, but of great knowledge. Cursed a lot of people. Practically earned a living that way. Nearly cursed me once.
Shepherds.
Are shepherds really no worse?
What makes you think they aren't? Why don't you try finding all the cattle in the forest without a demon's help? One has to know how to ask the old man of the forest for help. And in case a demon steals a cow or something, you have to be able to get it back. You'll have to learn. What did you think? Shepherds lie on their backs all day? You wish.
Go back. Tell me about the demons in the windmill.
Demons are the one turning the grindstones at the mill.
Well, the miller won't turn them, that's for sure.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by a mosquito right here. I need to kill it whenever it's possible.
Can the wind spin them? Do you have to use demons everywhere? It's dangerous and a sin to boot.
Well, what did you expect? It will soon be the 20th century. The demons might make it easier. If they can start making flour, who knows? Maybe we can teach them to reap too. You've heard of steam engines, huh? I think there's a steam chart inside, like the one you can find in a samovar.
Wow. They are using demons for everything. Reminds me kind of to Megami Tensei. Your own shorts.
How did you manage your own chores?
Nothing to it, really. Just give them something to do. The only thing is they can't manage every task well. Their job is to wreak havoc, They don't like any other sort.
Let's talk about it later. Show me what we have in the black book. I need more of the tongue and key because it is much faster and easy to use. Also, truly, I don't need all this much. By the way, that look thing, I don't want it. Thank you. It's completely pointless. Instead of it, I want a key and tongue because these things can be used nicely. Anything else? Currently no, but maybe once we unlock some more. From what I have heard, people that played this game, you shouldn't need more than 9 pages maximum. Scorch it. Scorch it is very useful. As long as you know how to combo it. Enough. As a scorch it at one. Okay, enough of this. I need the robles. Onomasticon. Okay, so we have 2 of them. Little men. Once we asked a Koldun to show us his imps. He was a nice and drunk. It was around Maslinstia time. He waved to us, "I'll show you, but don't be frightened." Each had on blue shorts, pants, and red shirts. They stood in a line, like little men, about 70 centimeters tall. They didn't walk, but hopped about. And when the Koldun gave an order, the wind started to howl. "I'll send them to the forest to count the needles on the pines, and when they are needed, I'll call out, and the wind will blow them back to me." He sighed bitterly. The imps ask insistently for work. What work? It's absurd. Once I took them to mow. Come then next morning, the grass was waist high again. Their true calling is to cast curses on people. But the more you curse, the more imps you get. It's torture. Demons at the mill. Not long ago, there was a rich man who lived in the village. He had a water mill. One day, he fell ill and found himself at the store. He told his worker, "Gather 3 horses and take me to the mill, for I will die today." The assistant did as he was told. As he was riding home, he thought to himself, "How did my master know that he would die today?" He called his horses to a stop and rode back to the mill. When he arrived, he peered quietly through the window. What did he see? But his master just sitting there, crying bitterly. Just then a trap door in the cellar opened and several devils emerged. They tore the master's skin open and ate his flesh. Then one of the devils possessed the mare by crawling into the skin that was left over. Encyclopedia. Koldun familiars. One moment. I need to check quickly the strength of the Wi-Fi. Very good. And the recording. Not have that so far. Not have that. Koldun familiars or sorcerer familiars. After his initiation, a Koldun receives not only the knowledge and the power of a sorcerer, he also receives his familiars, imps known as Bes or Shorts. To the uninitiated, these demons appear in many different forms, as stained glass, bugs, or other insects. They can also appear as little humans-like creatures, with the body of a man and the head of a mouse, the arms of a frog. Familiars can be werewolves, cursed men, heretics, the unholy dead, or kikiboras. I don't know what this means. In the forest, A Khaldun can be aided by werewolves and wedding guests that have been transformed into bears. Werewolves can be distinguished from regular wolves by their eyes, which burn red. A Khaldun's imp familiar must always be occupied by work, or else they will cast curses on people or animals. This is why the Khaldun, to keep them busy, sends his familiar to make ropes out of sands, count the leaves of a tree, or empty the sea with a teaspoon. Even anything that is completely useless and pointless. Odigor has passed up to you his pistol full of shorts. You now have a number of shorts yearning for mischief. Be careful, idle shorts torment their Khaldun master. It takes some time for shorts to do their jobs, a day or more. Each location has a specific type of job: hunger, strife, corruption, etc. Each short has a job preference. You can discover it by learning a specific skill. Shorts perform better with their job of choice, and worse with the ones they hate. In order for short not to torment you and steal your health, don't forget to give them jobs every morning. Okay, what do we have here? Yusova, cause a horse to be stubborn. +3 sins. Also plus 3 sins. Their 13th brother +2 sins. Wait a minute, you don't wait a minute, only causes 1 sin. 4 rubles and 1 I think, to finish it. What's this now? Cause horses to be stubborn. Cause strife between the Sosidku and the animals. Giantsk, lead around in the woods. Vilgort, steal milk from the cow of the Ipative family. Nairo, send torrential rains. Akem, slander an innocent girl. Meaningless job. Bring water in a Steve. This short here gives me the -1 defense. This one -4 for hit points. And this one gives me 3+ sins, -1 for pigeon friction. Fjorod, One Eye, Ivashka, Mative, and the 13th brother. I will send this one to do the meaningless job. Okay, this one gives me 3 sins. So girl, none of it will do. But you 1 sin. Stubborn. Cause strife, no need for this. Lead around in the woods. 2 rubles. Steal milk from the cow. Send torrential rains. Torrential rains. And slander an innocent girl. Okay, I think just lead down to the woods. I know I'm about to get my first sin. This one gives me 3 sins. -1 for pages to inflict damage. 13th brother, resistance to the status ward. +4, this is too much. You will stay there with me. 13th son, 13th brother, plus 3 sons. Resistance to the status ward. What is ward? Please send standard and innocent girl. I already have right now here one for pointless job, which means 0, I think, cents, and one here for 3 cents already. $6 like this. Fine. The last one. Stubborn. 4 instantly, this is too much. It's for 4. Now, like this, 8. That's one. Plus 4, 8. Enough. Fine, I'll keep with me one short only. Let's quickly hear the visitors before I finish this session. I told you 1 map per session. Don't want to overdo it.
Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna, it's me again. Came to give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us. Here's what I promised.
Antique mortar. By the looks of it, the miller inherited this mortar. It's far too old of a thing to not be enchanted. Herbs and healing Sagavor restores 1 plus hit point.
The spirits broke some things in the windmill, but we'll fix it somehow. I have some money saved up. I'll use some of it to fix the windmill, and the rest I'll leave to my grandson. Well, it is what it is.
Next visitor.
So, I came to find out if maybe you've changed your mind about that woman. I brought a gift, you know.
I will not curse anyone. I don't have to.
Oh no, I'm not the cursing kind.
Well, alright. I'll think of something myself.
Okay.
Well, see you.
I hope you both make amends, honestly. Second visitor.
Be well and live long. My godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
Thank you for the 7 rubles.
Kolya, is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
So, you're back.
Yeah, it's been at least a week.
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you, exactly? 12 vershoks?
Vershoks. An archaic Russian unit of length equal to approximately 4.4 centimeters. The saying that a man is 12 vershoks high means that his height is 2 arshins and 12 vershoks, which means about 2 meters.
Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones, I know. However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help. Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night.
What is exactly a banya anyway? A banya is a traditional Eastern Slavic bathhouse with a wood stove.
I don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know.
Yeah, war is something, but also witchcraft and sorcery is something else.
I entered this old banya, the abandoned one by the river. It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light, and it was quiet. I reached into the stove, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand. Here, look, it left a mark.
I can see it.
That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me." The hand was hot as fire, and then I just lost it, and it kept on asking. And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go, so I told her I would. Then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be?
Items. Antique mortar. Onomasticon. The Banikas. A Banik was the master of the Banya, in which he resided. He could help or protect a man, but also scares or even kill him. It was important to perform the ritual correctly and be careful not to violate any taboos. In the various villages in Sheridan it was forbidden to use the banya during the first or the third heating or when drunk. A man could suffocate or burn himself to death. Events that were considered to be punishment of the Banik. A man could also fall into the hearth, constructed of rough hewn stones, later constructed of a brick. Sometimes banyas caught fire, so people built them far from their isba, or even on a riverbank. Peasants often gave birth to children in banyas, so there was always a risk of a devil replacing their baby with an aspen log or a broom. Most likely, save game. Most likely this is a Banik, the master of the Banya.
In the banya, you say? Wow, that's a Banik, all right.
Yeah, Banik, the male spirit that inhabits the Banya.
Lord Almighty.
Something wrong with the connection? No, not double frames either. But I better quickly finish off this session because I don't want Tobias to break. What did she look like?
So its hand was hairy. What else did you notice?
I couldn't see anything. It was completely dark. The hand was black and hairy.
The stone from the stove.
What did you do with the stone?
Well, I took it with me. To prove to them I wasn't yellow. Didn't tell about the demon, though. Dropped it off at home later. I told my godmother, and she sent me here right away.
Ah, wise woman, your godmother.
I'll help you.
All right, I won't leave you to the wolves.
Vasilisa, take a closer look at the demon. This Bannik may have an aspen seal on her.
Possible?
Go to the old Banya tonight, both of you. Talk to the demon and find out why she wants to marry you. You, Kolya, use this bell on your left eye to see the demons. Don't forget the stone, Kolya.
I'll wait for you outside.
Okay, we have now Nicolas. Okay, we can talk to him. First, let's see the last visitor. Hi.
Hey, Vasya, they say you're a knower now.
Peasant woman. Yeah?
This may be of interest to you then. The other day we were gathering berries by Kajil Lake. By the way, I have brought you some.
Rubles?
It's near Zapolsk. Anyway, we came across this clearing with holes everywhere. The horror! So I thought you might want to go there. Who knows? Perhaps there are evil spirits.
Okay. Thank you. You now have the ability to take your companions along on your travels. Each helper has a unique ability you can make use of in the battle. Presence or absence of a certain helpers affect the outcome of in-game events. Interesting. Backhand, 5 attack. 1 song, 2 encyclopedia. Main task. Okay. Let me quickly save, just in case. Can I talk with him?
Didn't think I'd be seeking help from nowheres. I've always depended only on myself. My military service? Well, it's quite a story. Maybe later.
As you wish. So now, no more exclamation marks. I know that I'll have 1 minus for my attacks power, whatever. Okay, for the sake of finishing this stream, I'm going to go to one single area so we can savor it. The first grove by our Isba. Wow. The old forest that grows near our Isba makes people ill at ease, as does everything else nearby, for that matter. Set off. At least visit one location.
You notice a black silhouette on the road. It appears to be shrouded in fog, and is hard to distinguish in the soft lighting of the night. The air is filled with a strange song performed by the demon. You've never heard this melody before. A chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody.
I'm not sure. Is this the song I'm supposed to wait for and listen to, or should I just attack? You've never heard, okay, the chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody. A chill means something evil will happen if we let it finish its song. Attack!
A quick gesture and the circle is drawn. You read a Zagavar and break the song of the demon.
Something is wrong. What is this? Devil song summons more evil spirits. That's it. Okay. Key tank. Colton Fiend. Razia. Scorch it. What's this? Backhand. He can also attack. Attack him. Go. He's almost gone. He's going to place on him a defense seal. And he will attack me for 5 hit points. Abdullah. Barazi. Destroy him. Rabah. Right away, scorch it. Adla. Kuha. Ruda. One. So. Rava. Kila. Onaze. Abdullah. Scorch it. In Father's name. One and forever. Firm. That's two. Okay. 8 rubles and 150 experience. Here will be the end. Save. Exit. Okay. I've been recording now for 2 hours and a half, almost 3 hours. This should be enough for at least the first video. It's static. That will be it all for now. Thank you very much all for all of my peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, fans, followers and friends, all of the live chat participators, and everyone from the beasts of the altered empire. Also all the members of the free YouTube friends Discord server. My name. Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Lux Bear, Marcus, Nitro Crash 31, Mark Icy, Rogue Agent Kirodan, Cryfield, ZBTV123, Matthew 1121, Slagarda Cron 85, Arforel, Muscle Band Gaming, Public Syphilis. This has been with you the first ever stream of Black Book, the new Let's Play. I hope we can finish it quickly before the 19th of July. Basically, yes, we have right now only 1 week to finish this game. It's indie, so it should be very quick and very easy to finish. I'll try to see what we will do with this project. So until next time, please everyone stay careful, stay healthy and stay safe. We are living in a very hard time and security is not guaranteed as much as it used to be. Always stay close to your parents and your family. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. And always give credit where credit is due. Show your gratitude whenever you can. And always remember that a simple thank you for someone that you owe gratitude to is much cheaper and easier to give than buying a flower bouquet for someone that is dead, because they will never receive it, appreciate you for it, and appreciate the gift. So until next time, this has been with you, your host Invisible from Invisible's Gaming channel, sucking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon, and this has been with you, Project Let's Play Black Book for the PC, an indie game from Steam. Until next time, Invisible with you, signing out. Stop the stream.